If Donald Trump wins the presidential election, will he make America great again? The secret meeting, the secret mega meeting that took place. But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that you hear in this video that I call a demonstration is only the opinions of mine and others. Everything that you hear in this demonstration is only allegedly. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to everybody that's watching from the clouds. Salute to all of my moderators. Salute to all of my subscribers, old and new. Salute to you, him, and her. Salute to the whole Rock Squad. I see ya, Aunt Esther. Salute, Miss Groovy. Salute, Cotan. Salute, Aunt Esther. Aunt Esther says, I miss you, babe. Been working. I miss you, too. I miss you, too. You so fine, Shank. Appreciate the compliment. You old heathen, Aunt Esther. But, look, it's here, y'all. We here. We are here. Tomorrow, November the 5th, is the presidential election. We're going to be celebrating the win of Donald Trump, or we're going to be celebrating and witnessing the first woman president of the United States of America. I'm excited. And I'm going to say good luck to both candidates. I'm going to say good luck to Trump. I'm going to say good luck to Kamala. I don't do no player hating. May the best man or woman win. Salute, Miss G. Appreciate you for pulling up. So I'm excited. And I want to see which one of them are going to win. Now we got to remember, it's the popular vote. And then it's the electoral vote. Remember, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. However, Trump won the electoral vote. So it could go either way. So for the her supporters, don't think that just because she's the most popular one, don't think that necessarily is a win for her. All right. I will say, after my observation, I will say that Kamala is the most popular one. But you never know. Now, just because she's the most popular one, does that guarantee that she will win? Salute Tory, salute Sharon. My whole thing with this when it comes to Kamala, all right? Salute Myrna. I want to give her a chance. The same way I want to give Trump a chance. Remember, I'm neutral, y'all. I'm neutral. So I would like to give her a chance. I would like to give Trump a chance, all right? I'm going to see what they're going to do. Now, y'all might ask, who did I vote for? Let me just say this. I haven't voted yet. Salute, I'm on one. Appreciate you for pulling up. I'm on one is from the Kamala camp. I'm going to say I'm on one. Good luck. Good luck to her. I wish her the best. All my Trump supporters, good luck to Trump. I wish him the best. May the best man or woman win. But I want to talk about this because Trump's slogan is MAGA. And according to Trump, it stands for Make America Great Again. Right? If Trump wins, if he wins, will he make America great again? Now, when I look at the concept of make America great again, salute Pretty Problem Niche, salute. I look at it from this perspective. And remember, y'all, it's just my opinion. When I hear Trump say make America great again, I'm thinking about the morals, the values, and the principles that we once had. Many of y'all say, Shank, that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about slavery. He's talking about black people being discriminated against. He's talking about going back to the old ways of America. I cannot say whether or not that's what he's talking about or not, because I'm not in his head. But when I look at that term, MAGA, make America great again, in my opinion, it is just my opinion, compared to today, compared to how America is today, once upon a time, America was great compared against what we are experiencing in America today. But I want to go to Trump. I want to go to this rally. And I want us to build off of this rally of Trump's. And this was a mega, this was a mega rally. And I believe it was in Pennsylvania. And I went through some of it. And he landed some interesting points. So I wanted to see what y'all think about this. Maybe I'm tripping. So let's check them out, y'all. And y'all let me know what y'all think.
Where the hell did he go, David? Where is he? Nobody knows where the hell. Where's Biden? Remember? We used to go, where's Hunter? We used to go, where's Hunter? Now we go, where the hell is Biden? Where's Joe? You know, when you think they stole the election. It was just, they walked in, they said, you're out. Right? That's a threat to democracy. They call me a threat to democracy. They stole the election from this guy. Whether you like him or not, they stole the election. They walked in, they said, get out of here, Joe, you're out. You're dead, you're out, Joe. And man, oh man, he likes me better than he likes her, I really believe. And you have to tell Kamala that you've had enough, Kamala. You've had enough. You're the worst ever. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here.
Y'all know he makes me laugh, all right? Y'all know that Trump makes me laugh, but is it... I had to back off doing these demonstrations for a minute because he makes me laugh. I see I'm the boss here. I see you, I'm the boss. Salute. I see Aunt Esther. I see all. He makes y'all laugh though, don't he? If it ain't nothing else that he do, he gonna make you laugh. Listen to him. Listen to him.
You know, it's amazing. I watched her yesterday, and she's saying all these things she's going to do when she gets to office. She believe in none of it. She's changed 15 different policies. She's a radical left Marxist, and if she ever heads this country is finished. And I say it loud and clear. Everything we've been fighting for so hard to achieve for the past.
My bad, y'all. Let me backtrack. Experiencing audio technically. Let me backtrack it. My bad. Let me backtrack it, y'all. Here we go.
Well, none of it did she believe in. None of it. She's changed 15 different policies. She's a radical left Marxist. And if she ever heads this country is finished. And I say it loud and clear. Everything we've been fighting for so hard to achieve for the past 9 years all comes down to the next 2 days. Think of it. We've worked in this for 9 years, and we got a phony press. We got a lot of crooked people out there. We're fighting like a son of a gun. We're fighting. They are fighting so hard to steal this damn thing. Look at what.
How many of y'all believe? Salute Lady Hawk, salute Lady Hawk. How many of y'all believe that they fighting like hell to steal this election from him? Drop a one. Drop a one if y'all agree with him. Drop a two if you disagree.
What's going on? Look what's going on in your state. Every day they're talking about extending hours and stuff. Who ever heard of this stuff? We should have 1 day voting and paper ballots. Then I just heard that a couple of states may go an extra 12 days. How the hell do you have an election?
What are y'all thoughts on that? He's saying it should be just 1 day and it should be just a papers. He ain't talking about one state saying it could take up to 12 days. What's going on here, Rock Squad? Salute, James. I see. What's going on now? How do y'all feel about this? He said one state. They said it could take up to 12 days. What are y'all thoughts on this up and coming election tomorrow? Talk back to me, Rock Squad. Somebody talk to me. Talk to me. I see y'all. Talk to me now.
You know, they spend all of this money on these damn machines, and paper ballots. You'd have the answer by 9 o'clock tonight. It's a damn shame, and I'm the only one that talks about it because everyone's afraid to damn talk about it.
Stop right there. I'm going to throw up a one. I agree with him on this. I do agree with him on this, y'all. He said everybody else is scared to talk about it, but he going to talk about it. I give Donald Trump his flowers. I give him credit. He's not scared to speak his mind. He's not scared at all. What are y'all thoughts on that? Do y'all give him credit? Salute, Suntan. Do y'all give him credit for speaking up and not being afraid to speak on what's going on?
And then they accuse you of being a conspiracy theorist. These are conspiracy, and they want to lock you up. They want to put you in jail. The ones that should be locked up are the ones that cheat on these horrible elections that we go through in our country. And I don't know what's going to happen, but for future elections, I won't be even a part of it. But you ought to damn well go to paper ballots. You ought to go to voter ID. And you ought to have the election over by 9 o'clock. I'm hearing now they're going to take weeks. Can you imagine? They spend all this money on machines, and they're going to say, we may take an extra 12 days to determine. and what do you think happens during that 12 days? What do you think happens? These elections have to be decided by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on Tuesday night. Bunch of crooked people. These are crooked people. You know, in California, they just signed a bill that if you're an official or anybody, you're not even allowed to ask anybody for their voter ID. And
Wow.
if you do, you've created a criminal act or something. I mean, they only do that because they want to cheat. What the hell are they doing? The whole world is laughing at us. They're laughing at us. You know what? And if nothing comes out of this whole thing, it's going to teach you damn well better get a different system. And these bloodsuckers up there, they do nothing about it.
I agree with him, y'all. I agree with him about the system now. I can say, and this is one issue that I get into with a lot of people. The people that are against Trump, they want to push the narrative that all of America's problems starts with Trump. They want to feel like if Trump is not elected and if Kamala gets in there, they want us to believe that the issues that America has been faced with for hundreds and hundreds of years, they feel as though it's going to go away. Let me tell y'all something, all right? before Kamala, before Trump, way before these two, way before Hillary, Biden, Obama, way before any of these presidents and candidates stepped on the scene, America was faced with the same problems that she is faced with today. So for me, I cannot push the narrative that Trump is the cause of the issues that we're going through. The same way I can't push the narrative that Kamala is. Some people say, Shank, if Trump gets into office, he's going to give immunity to those racist cops that was sentenced for taking the lives of unarmed black and brown people. Well, here's the news. This is what I have to tell y'all. Trump isn't even the president. Why are we still experiencing police brutality? What administration is in office? Is the administration that's in office now, are they doing anything to prevent any of these police brutality cases? So even if Trump doesn't win and give these cops immunity, guess what? If Kamala wins, we're still going to be faced with police brutality. I disagree with some things when it comes to Trump. Yes, I do. But I don't believe in giving nobody a charge that's just not theirs.
What a shame. What a shame. That's why the world laughs at us. They all have elections. You know, France had crooked elections because they had paper ballots years ago, and they switched. And now they have paper ballots. And at 9 o'clock in the evening, they called the winner, they called the loser, everyone home, everybody was fine. They had voter ID, they had paper ballots, they had one-day election. At 9 o'clock it was over, they called the winner, they called the loser, everyone went home. Now they say, well, wait till the next time. We gotta get smart as a country. This is just one thing, it's all corrupt. She's corrupt, she's a corrupt person. I'm running against a totally corrupt person. And I'm really not running against her. I'm running against a corrupt machine called the Democrat Party.
Stop right there. Salute, Dragon. Salute, Dragon. Let me grab some comments. James says, shaking my head, Kamala wins. They bringing back the draft. Give me some more comments down here. I'm the boss says they say the economy suffers when they are running ish. You don't spell out the curse word. I'm the boss. For the S word, just say ish. ISH. All right. Who else? James says California is staying blue, forever blue. I'm the boss says my parents are black. Republicans also they eshed to vote Democrat until they lost their jobs in the 90s. That was Clinton. I'm the boss says, and I respect you all, regardless of your views, as long as you ain't hurting yourself. I see you down there, Tommy. Salute, Tommy. Salute. Yeah. So now you heard what he said. He said it's not her. He said it's a machine. She belongs to a machine, and that machine is the Democratic Party. Drop a 3 if y'all believe what he's saying to be true. Drop a 4 if you disagree. Esther says that's deep. I see you, Tori. Tori says police brutality been going on since the beginning of time, right? They changed their strategies. I'm open to disagreements and constructive criticism. I'm just trying to understand. Appreciate that, Tori. And in my point, I agree with you, Tori. I feel. Drop a 1 if y'all agree with Tori about what he just said. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Totally a corrupt party. Guys like Adam Shifty Schiff, these are corrupt people. And to think he'll probably be a senator, can you believe it? Watermelon head. No, he's a watermelon head. He's got the smallest dick I've ever seen. I don't know how the hell he can.
Y'all hear him? He said, Lord have mercy, oh mercy, oh mercy. He said, oh, watermelon.
Hold up that enlarged watermelon head. What an ugly guy, both inside and out. But it's now or never. This is it. This is the moment. We've been waiting 9 years for this, and we got 2 days, and we got all this crap going on with the press and with the fake stuff and fake polls. And by the way, the polls are just as corrupt as some of the writers back there. They can make those polls sing. They can make them sing. They brag about it. I got a poll, I'm 10 points up in Iowa. One of my enemies just puts out a poll, I'm 3 down. Jody Ernst called me, everyone's called me. They said, you're killing in Iowa. The farmers love me and I love them. But they came up, they just announced a fake poll. Hey, think of it. Right before the election that I'm 3 points down. I'm not down in Iowa. I got $28 billion for the farmers. 28 billion. Nobody else would have gotten 10 cents. Joe would sleep. Do you think he thinks about the farmers?
Hey, what'd he say? He said, man, oh man, oh man. He said, Joe was asleep. Let me get back to Trump.
And you know who gave me the 28 billion for the farmers? China.
He said he got 28 billion for the farmers. He said he got it from China. Did y'all hear that? He said he got 28 billion for the farmers and he got it from China.
Because China screwed our farmers. And then they tell me I'm down in Iowa. I don't think so. And you know what? A good poll, Emerson, no friend of mine, they said that poll is wrong. Everybody said, why do they announce a poll that's highly skewed toward Democrats and liberals? Why do they do that? When you read it, they interviewed far more Democrats than they did Republicans. Why do they do that? Why do they do that? And I guess there's a law that they have to say that because they would have preferred not having to say that. Our country is a crooked country, okay? It's a crooked country, and we're going to make it straight.
Stop right there. He on a roll, ain't he? The enemy's public. Salute, brother. Salute, brother. Hey, let me talk to the enemy's public right quick. Hey, brother, well, first let me ask you, do you know that you have on your YouTube channel, do you know that you have it where as though once you subscribe, you have to wait 14 days before we can leave a comment? Normally, like for me, I'm wait for 1 minute, but I see that when I subscribe to your channel, you got to wait 14 days to leave a comment. Salute honorable mentions. Salute honorable mentions. So did you mean to put it on 14 days once you subscribe to the channel? Salute Londa. Salute Londa. Because most people do 5 minutes. Some people do 10 minutes. I do one. But let me know if you did that yourself. Did you mean to have your subscribers can't leave a comment till after 14 days? All right, let's get back to Trump, y'all.
We're going to make it straight, and it's not an easy thing to do. They'll want to put you in jail because you want to make it straight. Think of it. Think of it. They cheated elections, and you call them on it, and they want to put you in jail. Think about it. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen, but I love it. You know why? Because we've proven something, we've shown something, and we're going to get it fixed, and we got to win this election. It's all up to now. I mean, we got 2 days. We've been working for 9 years. We did a great job. We had the best economy ever. We had the wall. We had everything. I built over 500 miles of wall. They don't even talk about the wall. But we had the best border, the safest border. I won't pull down my world's favorite chart because I don't want to waste a lot of your time. But my world's favorite chart, done by the Border Patrol, it said we had the safest border in the history of our country the day that I left.
What are y'all thoughts? One thing, and I keep stressing it. Okay. The brother says, no, I didn't mean to do that. I usually do 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, great. And do you know how to backtrack? Do you know how to go back and take it off the 14 days? Do you know how to go back and take it off the 14 days? Because I got a lot of content creators. Salute, Michelle. Salute, Michelle. I got a lot of content creators in the community, in the switching lane sector that's waiting to support you. So when you get a chance, get that off of the 14 days, if you could get it off the 14 days. So all of us in the switching lane sector can show you some support. And then, of course, you know to show the support back. I see you, Michelle. But let's go back to Trump, y'all. Let's go back to Trump. But I got to stand 10 toes down with Trump. Trump tells it like it is. And he's not afraid to call them out. He said America is crooked. America is a bunch of crooks. He ain't never lied. Now I do believe he's a crook too, though, but he calling it out like it is.
I left. I shouldn't have left. I mean, honestly, because we did so well. We had such a great. So now, I mean, every polling booth has hundreds of lawyers standing there. It's all about the lawyers. Everybody's standing lawyers. Nobody should have that. You should have a damn ballot and you hand it in. Do you know that in Arizona, where I'm winning by a lot, but it takes 4 hours to fill out the ballot. They've got page after page, and people are complaining they don't have time. It takes 4 hours to fill it out. Why is that?
Why is that, y'all? Why does it take 4 hours in Arizona to fill it out? Now, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. For 4 hours, most likely, I'm not going to participate in it. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. Why does it take 4 hours in Arizona to cast your vote? Somebody let me know.
Why is that? I can tell you why. But so many places. Pennsylvania, I love Pennsylvania. I went to school here. I think the people are incredible. But they found, as I understand it, I mean, I don't know what's happened in the last day or so, but in Lancaster, they found 2,600 ballots, all done by the same hand. In other words,
wow,
the same exact penmanship, the same hand, the same everything. It was all done by the same pen.
Wow.
The exact same pen. And then they go and they say, well, this is a conspiracy theorist. It's a terrible thing that's happened to our country. And the whole world watches it, even third world countries. I was telling a friend came in last night. He comes from a country, he works there a lot, and knows it. And it's not a great country, to be honest with you. And he said, but when we vote, they take our fingerprints and they check our fingerprints. And we can't get away with anything. This is a third world country.
Wow.
In our country, think of it. You are not allowed to even ask for somebody's voter ID. And if you do ask, I think they have the right to put you in jail. Not the one that's cheating, the one that's asking, I want honesty. Oh, let's go to jail. It's a terrible thing.
Wow.
And I tell you what, I love being off these stupid teleprompters because the truth comes out.
Wow. Wow.
The truth comes out. And at least you find out that it's nice to have a president that doesn't have to use teleprompters. You ever see her? And I'm being nasty to her because you know what? She's really bad. She shouldn't have been chosen. She got no votes. This is supposed to be a democracy. You could call it a republic. People say, oh, it's a republic. Okay, whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to be fair. And they ripped the election away from this poor, stupid guy. They ripped it away.
He said they ripped the election away from this poor, stupid guy.
Like candy from a baby. It's the way you do. You ever take candy from a baby? Hello, darling, give me some of that candy. Just give it to me. You take it, you rip it right out of the baby's hand. That's what happened here. It's a corrupt deal. And I think at some point it's got to be changed. It's got to be changed. Do you know that paper ballots, and by the way, now the machines are going to really hit me hard because, you know, they never heard anybody hit them like this. But do you know that paper ballots Paper is very sophisticated. It's called watermark. It's watermark, highly sophisticated. It's more sophisticated than the machines they use, which can be hacked and things can happen. You know, a great gentleman is Elon Musk.
Uh-oh. I wonder what he's getting ready to say about Elon Musk. Salute, Carmel. I see you. Carmel says his rallies be so boring. They're eating the neighborhood cats and dogs. Let's see what he gonna say about Elon Musk. How many of y'all feel the same way that Carmel feels? Carmel says his rallies be so boring. Who else feel the same way? Does Donald Trump rallies be boring?
And I said to Elon, I assume you're very good with computers, right? They said, well, I think I'm one of the best. He said, it wasn't the engines that landed that rocket the other day, it was the computers telling the engines what to do. I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm really good. Well, he looked at the machines, just looked at them, and he doesn't have to look like normal people. Normal people have to rip them apart and figure out what's going on. That's normal experts. He goes like this, the machines are, oh, here, look, oh. Man, he knew the fish immediately. You know, he does this stuff for a living. So he looks, and he actually made the statement. He said, look, computers are great for sending rockets up and everything else, but there should never be machines used in voting. Everything should be paper, ballots put in boxes, voter ID, also identification for the country. In other words, little questions like, are you a citizen of the United States? These are little questions. These aren't big questions. Excuse me, ma'am, are you a citizen of the United States? No, I'm not. You're not allowed to ask. Oh, what city do you live in? It's none of your business. I'm voting. Do you understand? Now, if you show up in a suit and tie, and they say, we don't want this guy voting, you got to see what they do. I mean, what they do is so sad. But Elon is a total pro, and I saw his mother, the most elegant woman. I said, Elon, she produced you. Well, she produced one hell of a smart guy, but did you see his mother with the beautiful white hair? She looked like total royalty.
Esther from Sanford and Son says Elon Musk is the best Trump brought on his rallies. Kamala's guests are ghetto. Drop a 1 if y'all feel like Esther from Sanford and Son is telling the truth. Carmel says, wonder if he will pardon Baby Oil Man or Dirk. James says, better than that Cardi B speech, ghetto, shaking my head.
And she said she went, I think, to New York, and she pulls out identification. No, I don't need that, ma'am. Oh, of course you do. It's my, she wanted to give it. They didn't want it. And she said, very interesting. She was interviewed just yesterday. A very smart woman. Produced a lot of smart kids, too. Not just Elon, a lot of smart kids. And she was amazed. She left there. They didn't want any information. They didn't want her ID. They didn't want identification. And she said, you know, that's a strange thing. I've been in many countries and they always want your identification. So, look, we have a country with a massive headache, and it would go a lot longer than headache. It would be a much stronger word than the word headache. And we have to solve this problem because we have a mess on our hands.
Willie Jones, salute. Willie Jones dropped the 1. James dropped a couple ones. Carmel says people not even paying attention to him. Carmel says he sounds like he's on a podcast.
We got a bunch of cheaters that all they do is think about how they can cheat. Think of this. You know, when I run this election, we have meetings with Susie and Chris and all professionals, respected people, a lot of people. And we talk about strategy like, what do you think we're going to say? Or where are we going to hold a rally? And how much are things going to And when you think of it, they have to. Because who wants to have policies of open borders where anybody in the world can come in, where you can, and by the way, 90% of the Democrats, not the sleazebags like shit.
Let me backtrack, y'all. Let me backtrack. Experiencing audio difficult again. Salute Miss Parker. Salute Miss Parker. Let me backtrack. All right, come on.
And they cheat. And when you think of it, they have to. Because who wants to have policies of open borders where anybody in the world can come in, where you can, and by the way, 90% of the Democrats, not the sleazebags like Schiff and Schumer and crazy Nancy Pelosi, Pocahontas, not those people, but the people that vote. You know, the real Democrats, they actually tell me all the time, I don't know why the hell we can't have voter ID. The real Democrats want to have things like voter ID. They know it's crooked. There's only one reason you don't want voter ID. There's only one reason, and that's to cheat. There is no other reason. There's no other reason. And they do cheat. Isn't this better than my speech? No, because honestly, somebody's got to talk about it. They say, sir, I'd rather have you not talk about it. We have a certain network. Oh, if you even mention the fact that there's cheating in elections, they turn you off. I mean, this is supposed to be one of our brave, very brave networks. I won't mention which, but you can imagine. You know, it's one thing when CNN and MSNBC, crooked as hell. Look at CBS. Look what CBS did. They took this person who's a low IQ person. They took her, they interviewed her, and the main question they asked her, she gave an answer that was absolutely insane. It was a pile of words taken, mixed up, and thrown onto a board. It was the craziest freaking answer I've ever seen. And CBS, who's licensed for free, they don't pay anything, by the federal government, why are these licenses bid out? Why aren't they worth billions of dollars? All they're supposed to do is be honest. So CBS, now their main news show is 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes took her answer, realized it was a disaster.
What are y'all? Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Come on, man. That's not what I want. Drop a one if y'all can hear me. Come on, dumb stuff, man.
They would love me to give that guy. And you're right. So she said, you would never mess up anyway. You're right. I mean, somebody else. Hey, I sat for a 3-hour interview with Joe Rogan, and it was great. You have to be smart. I sat 2 days ago, I sat with Tucker Carlson, and we had an interview, an hour and a half. It was at 11:30 in the evening after I did 4 rallies. And it was fine, I mean, they ask you a question, it's very simple. They ask you a question and you give them an answer, if you're intelligent. But she's not an intelligent person. She was not a good student. She was a horrible student. She didn't pass her bar exam. I mean, I know a lot of people that didn't pass it, but that's okay. But she didn't pass it. But she was a horrible student. She's not a smart person. We're dealing against the roughest, toughest, smartest. Oh, the press goes crazy. If I say President Xi of China is a brilliant man, they go crazy. He called him brilliant. Well, he runs 1.4 billion people with an iron fist. Yeah, I'd say he's brilliant. That doesn't mean he's a good person. I happen to think, what he did with COVID was, I called that along. I said it came from the Wuhan lab, and people have a lot of different theories on it. I happen to think it was gross incompetence. The doctor came out of the lab, he had lunch with his girlfriend, she caught it, he caught it, they caught it, everybody started dying all over the place.
Did he lie? Salute 10 mil. Salute 10 mil. Did he lie? I remember when he first called it. I remember when he first said the coronavirus came from China. Drop a 1 in the chat if he lied. Drop a 2 if he was telling the truth, y'all.
And they suffered plenty, but these people are very smart, and they're at the top of their game. At top of their game, we have a man that he can't find the stairs off a platform, right? No, he's guiding us. And we have a problem. We don't have a global warming problem. They don't use that term anymore anyway, because as you can see, the planet, it's very cool out here today, isn't it? Oh, they go crazy when I say, but it's not global warming, because at certain points it starts to cool a little bit, like now, but like this period. And they're getting killed with global, so they changed it. You know what the term is? Climate change. This way, if it gets warmer, it's fine. If it gets cooler, if it rains, if snow comes down in the middle of the summer, it's climate change, I mean, we have a girl, not a smart girl either. She's not smart. She's got a good shtick, but she's not smart. AOC +3.
Now, when Kamala rides on him, I ain't going to be able to say nothing, because I'll always be quick to talk about Kamala, stop talking about Trump. Trump, I need you to stop talking about Kamala. I got to keep it real.
Do you remember how this whole hoax started? She came down and she started screaming at senators that have been there for 30 years, Democrats, and they were totally afraid of her. They're less afraid of her now, but half of them are gonzo. And we spent trillions and trillions of dollars on things that, putting windmills all over these magnificent plains and fields and valleys and oceans. And then they had one whale in, I think, 50 years come up. And then last year, they had like 18 of them wash ashore, die. And it's all a big hoax. So many things. So this is just like, we're talking about a history lesson. It's just, to me, it's more interesting than the speech that you've heard approximately 900 times, because I've been saying the same thing. With the speech, how beautiful, oh, it's so beautiful, but it's true. But it's basically the same thing. We have bad borders, and they don't do anything about them. But they're not only bad, they're open. And they do no vetting. This moron does no vetting. And she's the border czar. The border czar. But then she said, I'm not the border czar. Don't ever call me the border czar. Yeah, well, she is a liar. You're right about that. But for different reasons. So don't call her the border czar. But she was appointed to head the border. Now, the Border Patrol last week gave me the strongest endorsement anybody's ever given me.
Will Trump make America great again? Let me know on the replay gang. Let me know in the chat. If Trump becomes the president, will Trump make America great again? All right? I need some answers. I need some answers from my replay gang. I need some answers from the chat. If he's elected tomorrow, will he make America great again? Esther says yes, especially with the economy and on the border. Anybody else? Drop some comments for me. Will he make America great again if he's elected tomorrow?
They actually called me the greatest president in the history of our country. I said, does that include Abraham Lincoln?
Tim Mills says, I know he'll make it better. There's a lot to address. Miss G says no. Miss G feels like no, he won't make America great again.
Does that include Abraham Lincoln and George Washington? They said, actually it does. So anyway,
was he a better president than Abraham Lincoln and George Washington? I need to know. Was he a better president than Abraham Lincoln and George Washington?
So they like me, but they said the best border president. They said Tom Homan, one of the top guys, he said he's the greatest president we've had. We had the best border that we've had in recorded history. I mean, it was good. And it took over a mess, because it took over the mess that Barack Hussein Obama and this, who's a big divider, who's a major divider, and he's a major troublemaker, okay? And you know, I've always treated his wife with respect. Just one of those things. But I've always treated his wife with great respect. But she came at me the other day. That's not nice of her to do. And I think we're going to start having a little fun with Michelle.
Hey, no, you're not, Trump. Hey, Trump, you will not go after Michelle, all right, Trump? You can go after Obama. You can go after all of the above, but I will not allow you to go after Michelle. He's a comedian, though, y'all. He's a comedian. That's another thing that I like about him. He does have a sense of humor. But all my Trump supporters, y'all better get y'all boy. Y'all better go tell the orange man that Shank Rock said Michelle is off limits. And if he don't leave Michelle alone, it's going to be trouble, trouble, trouble. And my Bernie Mac voice from the Players Club. James says, Shank, how many black men Trump pardoned and how many did Kamala lock up for petty stuff? That's a good point, James. That's a good point. That's a good point, James.
I think we're going to have a little fun with Michelle. But I always treated her with a lot of respect. And we just have to know, look, so we have a very divided country. And you really have, look, anybody that wants to have open borders for 13,099 murders to come in over the last 3 years, for 16,000 of the worst drug lords and drug sellers to come into our country. And you know what they do? They tell them, if you ever come back, we'll kill you. So they don't want to leave. We're going to get them out because they're going back because, you know, see, our country's stupid enough. Our country's stupid enough that we give them massive amounts of, they call it aid, but we give them massive amounts of aid. You know where the aid goes? Into the dictator's pocket for the most part. But we give massive amounts of aid. So I told them, I said, if you don't stop behaving, I'm going to end up taking away all that aid. You're never going to see any aid. And they were so good after that. They were so good. But for the sake of your family and your country and for the sake of your freedom, you've got to get out and vote. You got to get these lunatics out of there. You've got to get them out. With your help, we're going to defeat Kamala I don't even use her last name. Nobody knows who the hell I'm talking about when I say Harris. How is Harris doing? Who the hell is Harris, everybody? Even people that are, look at all the people we have. Look at over there. They're all over the place.
That's a fool. That's a fool right there. That's
It's a little strange. I'm a pretty smart guy.
That's a fool right
genetics.
there.
You believe in genetics? I do, Fast racehorses produce fast racehorses, whether you like it or not. And but I'm a very I believe in it, and I'm smart. I tell the story. Thank you very much. I appreciate.
Drop a 1 if y'all think Trump is smart. Drop a 1 if y'all think Trump is smart. Drop a 2 if y'all think he dumb. Esther, you dropped that 1 fast, you old heathen. Esther dropped that 1 fast. Tamil dropped the 1. Drop a 1 if y'all think he's smart. Willie Jones dropped the 1. Drop a 2 if you think he dumb. James dropped the 1. Trump say he's smart. Esther dropped another 1. I don't got no 2s. Don't nobody think Donald Trump is dumb? All right, I'm going to let him continue. Suntan dropped the 1. All right, I'm gonna let him continue.
He said, well, probably brilliant, but no. And we do the weave, right? This is a weave today. They'll say, and this is a very important lesson because I'm trying to tell you what's happening with our country. It's going bad. And it can never get fixed because we're never going to get the right people in because of what they do with the elections. We're going to get a bunch of crooks and horrible people. And not dumb people, by the way, She's a dumb person, but the party, but she's not going to run. She's a vessel. She's a vessel, and she's just a vessel.
Miss G said he is a hustler. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. He's a hustler now. I agree with you, Miss G. Maybe that's what I like about Trump the best is because he's a hustler and a crook, and I can relate to the hustlers and the crooks. So maybe that's why I like Trump so much, y'all.
They didn't want him, and then they found out he's perfect. He's perfect because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. They got away. But this is a group of people, large group of people, larger than people think, but it's a very demonic party. It's become that way. The people aren't. The people, Democrats, regular Democrats aren't. Most of them agree with what I'm saying. But we do need people to say it, and we have to have it. And if it's not said, and then they're going to fight over it. They're going to call you a horrible person, and all of the things that they call you, conspiracy theorist. He's a conspiracy theorist. They don't tell you that they cheated. Think of it. They spied on my campaign, and they refused to even acknowledge it to this day. But people acknowledge it. But look at all of the things, the Mueller report. They said Russia, Trump's involved with Russia. I don't know a damn thing about Russia. Trump.
That's a fool. Hey, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this demonstration. That's a fool, man. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. He got my stomach hurting. This is a fool right here. But I like him. I like him. I like Trump. I like Kamala too. I like them both. I like them both. And I'll say good luck to both of them. But I don't know how much longer I could listen to this man because he got my stomach hurting.
He's involved with Russia. Crooked back to Hillary. I can put it back. I took it off a couple of years ago because I figured she was finished. But actually, I see her talking so much. She's got major.
Esther says they started boarding up windows downtown in D.C. and police are all over here in Philly. James says, Shank, Didn't Trump take in Jennifer Hudson and her family in a Wake family crisis in 2008 at the Trump International Hotel in Chicago? Tim Mills says standard. I'm not sure, James. I'm not sure. Do anybody know whether or not Trump took in Jennifer Hudson's family in that crisis in 2008? I can't remember, James. I can't remember.
They were going to operate to see if they could fix it, but it was so severe that the doctor said it would be a waste of a surgeon's time. No, but you like to have smart, and you know, somebody said, is it true that your uncle is Dr. John Trump of MIT? I said, yes, it is. Do you know my uncle was the longest serving professor in the history of MIT, like I think 41 years or something, 39, 41. And there's something nice about that. And I'm just looking here, and I'm watching, and this has nothing to do with corruption, but has to do with a little bit of intelligence. And I have a piece of glass over here, and I don't have a piece of glass there.
That's a fool right here. That's a fool.
There's a piece of glass here.
That's a real
But
fool.
all we have really over here is the fake news, right? And to get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news. And I don't mind that so much. I don't mind. I don't mind that. So I have a piece of glass here. And the problem with that glass is I don't look great on television when you have a 4-inch piece of glass that a howitzer can't go through. No, when you see yourself on television, you say, boy, you're really not very recognizable, to be honest with you, which is good. But here's the problem. So I have glass here, I have glass here. Now, I'm not worried about this. Look, what do I have? A couple of people. And they're friends, generally. There are a couple of people I don't like in that group, but that's like, no, but look at it. Look at it. I have nobody here. What do I need this piece? But where I think I do need a piece is here.
That's a fool. That's a fool.
And I think, no, I'm a very smart person. You know,
We got 261 watching with only 25 likes. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Double tap the screen and hit that like button. We got 261 watching with only 25 likes. Double tap the screen and hit the like button for me.
refused it. You know, now they are saying,
back.
Goddamn commercials. Yeah, hit double tap the screen. All right, we got 30. We got 30 likes. Ezekiel says hers 2024. Ezekiel says hers 2024. She got a good chance of winning. That's all I'm going to say. She got a good chance of winning. Will Trump make America great again if he wins tomorrow? What are y'all thoughts? Will Trump make America a great again if he wins the election tomorrow? What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? Will he take America backwards? Will he set America back 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, 200 years? What are y'all thoughts? I want to know, if he wins, will he make America great again? Anybody out there, let me know. Will he make it great again? Willie says Trump 24, and yes, he will. Tori says, hold up. Y'all get the likes up for the big dog. When y'all come in, it looks like this. My man, appreciate you, Tori. Bad Bunny says no. Salute Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny says no. James says yes. Low gas prices, food cheap, more money in our pockets. Miss G says no. All right, y'all. All right. Get the likes up. Double tap the screen and hit the like button for me. All right, let's get back to him.
Is while you're here, there's a point having to do with that point, and you go wing, wing. Then you come here, then you do another wing, and it's very complex. But then it gets very simple because it all comes brilliantly and beautifully together. And they actually acknowledge this total genius there. They don't. Not all of them do. Most of them are failed writers. They're not even good writers. Okay, they're bad writers. So they don't understand the wave there. They'll never be able to do it. But
The Blue Burn says, yes, Trump will save America. Salute to the Blue Burn. The Blue Burn says, yes, Trump will save America.
here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at comes. The problem is when you watch me tonight, you'll say, the president doesn't look that good. Well, how the hell do you look good? Look at the size of this sucker. Nice to see you. Thank you. So just to finish up with the list, because I don't want to waste a lot of time with the list, but it does seem sort of ridiculous, doesn't it? I don't need a piece here, fellas. I need a piece here. I need a piece. I'm not worried about these people. Maybe David. I'm worried about that. I don't need a piece. You know where I need a piece? Right there. Look, I got farmhouses. I got all sorts of see the guy up in the window back there? Has anybody inspected that? No, it's the whole thing.
Salute 80s, baby. Salute 80s, baby. The Blue Burn says, have you voted yet? I have not voted, y'all. I still haven't voted. And I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all tomorrow who I voted for, if I voted. I'm going to tell y'all why I didn't vote. If I don't vote, I'm going to tell y'all why I voted if I vote. So everybody will have to wait until tomorrow to find out whether or not I voted, and if I voted, who I voted for. So just pull back up the Blue Burn tomorrow. I'm in North Carolina. Burn. So make sure everybody pull back up tomorrow. And I'll let y'all know whether or not I voted, who I voted for, and if I didn't vote, why I didn't vote. Esther says, well, if you sit out on voting, it counts as a vote for Trump. All right, let's get back to Trump.
It's okay. It's okay. But it would be nice to have, I'm trying to make a point and I'm trying to sell something. I'm telling the people that our leadership is grossly incompetent, that we're being ripped off by every country in the world, including our so-called friends. Our friends are far worse in many ways in terms of trade. The European nations are just ripping us to shreds. Everyone says, oh, it's so nice, the European nations. They're not, they're very tough. They're very, very tough. With trade, they don't take our cars, they don't take our farm products, they don't take anything. But they give us their Mercedes, they say BMWs, their Volkswagen, millions and millions. I said to Angela Merkel 3 years ago, I said, Angela, how many Chevrolets do we have in Berlin? Why, I don't believe you have any. I said, you're right about that, Angela, you think that's fair? So, they're ripping us off, the whole world is ripping us off, and we stopped it. And we took a lot of heat. I lost a little chunk of ear over it, okay? And they weren't happy with that, that wasn't good enough, that was not good. But I'll tell you what, we gotta be fair, Europe we have a $300 billion deficit with Europe. Why do we have a deficit like that? And we were fixing it all, it was beautiful. Then we had a very unfortunate thing happened. I got more votes than any president any sitting president in the history of our country. I got more votes, almost 75 million votes. And that's the votes that they talk about. That's not the votes that nobody knows. Actually, nobody has any idea. You got these machines, you know, it's broken. We think we might have paper ballot backup. Oh, we don't have the backup. Oh, wow. They have no idea how many. They have no idea how many votes. But according to their stats, I got like 10 or 12 million more votes than I got the first time. Barack Hussein Obama, a terrible president, by the way, a terrible president. Terrible. The worst on trade. He'd go in, the Germans loved him. You know why? Because they ate our lunch. I mean, it was the craziest thing. The Germans.
Was Barack the worstest president when it came to trade? Was Barack the worstest president when it came to trade? Let me know down there in the chat. Let me know on the replay gang.
Would love him. They didn't love me, and I have heritage there, to put it mildly. They didn't love me because they said, you gotta pay, you gotta pay. I said to Angela, you haven't paid, Angela. No, Donald, we think we will start by 2035, she told me. Oh, thank you, Angela, I really appreciate it. 2035, this was 4 years ago.
The Blue Burn says, no, Obama wasn't the worst. The Blue Burn says, I'm red, but Obama wasn't the worst. Appreciate that, the Blue Burn. Aunt Esther from Sanford and Son, that old heathen, says, I gotta go to the bathroom. Well, you go to the bathroom, Aunt Esther, you old heathen. All right.
Oh, she's gonna pay by 2035, think of it. Then
James says he wasn't great, but not the worst.
They think we're stupid people. So we got to get our country straightened out or we're not going to have a country. All right, that's all. And you have a chance in 2 days. And if you don't vote, you're stupid. You're stupid.
Hey, you calling me stupid, Orange Man? Is the Orange Man calling Shank Rock stupid? I don't know about this, Orange Man. I don't know about this. If you don't vote, you stupid. He could be possibly talking to me, because I might not vote tomorrow, y'all. I might not.
4 years of Kamala Harris have delivered nothing but economic hell for American workers. Her inflation disaster has made life unaffordable and cost families over $30,000. Think of it, $30,000. You know why? Because of inflation, the higher prices. You can't afford it. Bacon, sausages, eggs, apples. You know, when people talk to me, and I talk to as many people as I can because they know more than our genius experts who are bullshit. Okay. You go to the little lady that's buying 3 apples, goes to the counter, and then realizes that price has gone up by 40% and she can only afford 2 apples. And she walks an apple back and she walks out with 2 apples. She understands very well, and that should never happen in our country. That happens a lot.
All right, y'all, we get ready to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Esther says, that means I didn't want to comment on Obama. Esther says, I don't blame you, Shank, me either. The Blue Burn says, as long as you don't vote hers, you're not stupid, LOL. Esther says, this is the best show. Just sit back and watch the show and what is soon to follow in America. James says, I was paying $3.49 for a gallon of milk. Now milk is $10. The Blue Burn says, peace, bro. MAGA Trump. Salute 80s, baby. I see y'all. Toy says facts. I appreciate you all for pulling up. Hey, y'all. Tomorrow, it goes down. Tomorrow, it goes down. Whether you vote for Trump, whether you vote for Kamala, I got love for you. I got respect for you. It's your vote. It's your opinion and it's your perspective. Vote for whoever you choose to vote for. Tomorrow, we might be witnessing the first female president in the United States of America. Salute, Lady Sheena. Appreciate you for pulling up. For me, I would love to see a woman run this country. Okay? I feel like a woman is no different than a man. All right? However, I just want it to be a good woman in there. I'm not looking for a perfect woman. I'm not looking for an excellent woman. Now, I have to say, in defense of women, now this is in defense of women. This is in defense of Kamala. It has been 46 presidents in this country, and all 46 of those presidents have been men. Last time I checked, this country ain't as great as we may feel it is. So my perspective on that is we gave 46 men a try to run this country. Let a woman get in there and try. And if she make mistakes, I'm going to say, okay, I understand. I understand. I'm not going to be hard on Kamala if she wins. I won't be. Because I understand. Tory says no, facts, but I think Trump gonna win. The Blue Burn says, what percentage of women die in wars for this country? And I get where you going at with that, the Blue Burn. I get that. However, and it's just my perspective. This is my perspective. However, we do have to give women a try. Let's give her a try. You know, do I agree with everything that's coming from Kamala? No. Do I agree with everything that's coming from Trump? No. But in my opinion, I don't think that she can be no worse than any of the other presidents, whom all 46 were men. Esther says, if Trump doesn't take the presidential office, you better save yourself because America will be no more. Believe that, black man, and take heed. The Blue Burn says, we can give women a try, but not this time, LOL. Salute, Jamie. Salute, Jamie. Just know, y'all. Just know. And if you've been over here long enough, you know that I tried my best to give y'all the good, the bad, and the ugly on both of them. You all know I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican. I ride neutral. Now, tomorrow is the big dance. Big dance. Good luck to Trump. Good luck to Kamala. May the best man or woman win. But I do have a message for everybody. I do have a message for everybody. Whomever wins, and a cockroach, whomever wins this election, you could be upset, you could be mad, but please, no violence. That's all I say. No violence. If Trump wins, let him have it for 4 years. If Kamala wins, let her have it for 4 years. No violence. All right? Appreciate everybody for pulling up, and I'll see y'all back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Salute everybody. Make sure y'all hit the like button. All right? We got 247 watching with only 42. Double tap the screen and get my likes up. Tori says, I agree with Blue Burn. Lady Sheena says, I agree with Shank, no violence. The Blue Burn says, I'm glad I found this channel. I'm glad that you found it too, the Blue Burn. Tori says, Shank, great message. I appreciate that compliment. James, salute James. James says, I'm voting for Mickey Mouse. Hey, let me know how that works out for you, James. But, hey, it's your vote, James, and it's your opinion and your perspective. Once again, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Tomorrow, it goes down. No violence, y'all. No violence, all right? Salute. I'll see everybody back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Love you too, James. Salute, everybody.